Hey up lads and lasses, Damphyre here, back with some more Infinite Lagrange. So this is another little bonus video, and it's another patch video. I decided to do this one because there's some really cool changes in here, and a new feature, so I thought it was worth me having a look at and talking about. Especially because we just did the fighter patch notes. I've got the fighter update coming tomorrow. So the update for the rankings. So that's coming tomorrow. So this will be out Wednesday. So yeah, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, so that works. So yeah, this will be dropping tomorrow, I believe. So 27th, and it's 26th today. I'm recording. This will release on the 27th. So, you know, you get to watch this as it updates and all that good stuff. So there's going to be a bit of downtime and stuff like that, as per usual for any of these fixes. But let's jump straight into the new features. New feature, added the tech point restoration feature and related items. You can convert the tech points on the corresponding ship blueprint to tech point items by using the tech point restoration item on the blueprint screen. The tech point items can be used again on other blueprints. After this maintenance, all explorers will be sent 2 tech point restoration items via mail, which can be used on any blueprints. The items are valid for 14 days upon being claimed, so remember to use them in time. So, just to let you know, if you remember a long time ago, if you're like myself in Phase 3, Phase 4 servers, even Phase 2 servers, you might not even remember this. When you got a tech point for a ship type that you didn't own, for example, maybe cruisers or something like that in Phase 1, it gave you just a tech point that you could use on any ship you wanted to, rather than being forced to put it on a ship. Basically, this is giving you the ability to get your tech points back and apply them to any ship that you want. For example, maybe you put a lot of tech points into the CAS in Phase 1 because you didn't unlock any other cruisers. But in Phase 2, maybe you got the IO. This is the time where you could remove your tech points from the CAS and put those tech points into better use on the IO. So this is pretty cool, pretty useful if you want to switch out ships a little bit more. Because, you know, the further into new servers you get, the more likely you can have better ships that can make use of these tech points more efficiently, I guess. Because I'm not saying the CAS is bad here, I'm just saying the IO is a better damage dealer, and maybe that's better for you in your fleets. So really cool change. I'm not sure how these tech point restoration items, yeah, you get some via the mail, but how you can acquire more of them, whether they are tied into hopefully not the pay-to-win side, and you can pay choo-choo coins or something to get hold of these. Hopefully they are maybe dropped from boxes, or maybe you can just do quests from it. They'd be nice if they were tied to quests. If you know, give you an extra reason to go do some quests and rush through quests to try and grab some of these, because you need the tech point restoration item. It'd be a good incentive, I feel, to make the quests a bit more useful than, well, for me personally, I almost completely ignore them, unless they give me XP. Then, yeah, then I try and pick them up. Anyway, 2, combat mechanism adjustments. So this is where some of the really interesting stuff starts happening. 1, when an attacking aircraft, the attacker will not deal additional damage to the target's primary weapon system. Developer comments, this update will improve the performance of interceptors and fighters in dogfights and prevent them from being unable to perform well due to the damage to their weapon systems. The attack logic of attackers against weapon system remains unchanged. This basically means it's just an even dogfight versus other fighters. So in the cases where you might have new lands or something like that, which can just devastate weapon systems on the fighter it's attacking, it won't do that anymore. The fighter will still have the chance to actually fight back. It does mean certain ships that, say the Newland, become a little less viable in the anti-air role. But at the same time, I don't feel they are necessarily meant to be in the anti-air role. They are in the anti-ship role. and it leaves your things like spores, well, not so much spores anymore, but your sandrakes and stuff to actually do their job. So it definitely streamlines the fighters a little bit, puts them more into a definite position of what's what is for. If it's AA, it's anti-ship, anti-small, anti-capital, etc. So quite a nice little change. And number 2, added the display of the anti-aircraft range for anti-aircraft weapons and new combat mechanism, prioritize concentrating fire. That is, the weapon will prioritize focusing fire on targets with a low percentage of HP in its anti-aircraft range. The adjustment will optimize the target selection logic of anti-aircraft weapons and improve their anti-aircraft efficiency. This basically just means if you start seeing low HP aircraft, the ships will start prioritizing target against them and will try and kill them off first. Great change. This makes your anti-aircraft your anti-aircraft weapons target the fighters and stuff that you actually want to sort of remove, because they're already at low HP. There's no point having them around anymore because they're just going to keep dealing damage regardless. This gets them off the board. 3, game balance adjustments. Now this is where it gets really good. Added the enhancement option anti-aircraft support for some ships that possess subweapons with anti-aircraft capabilities, and increased the number of enhancements that can be made for the corresponding systems. Ships involved are the Reliat, all versions, the AC-721 destroyer, all versions, except the Ion version apparently, but unless that's the heavy dual-purpose assault maybe. The series support tactical, and so the series gets some there. The Tundra and the Aldebra. So this is really cool. So developer comment: frigates and destroyers perform a variety of roles in a fleet, and some are equipped with anti-aircraft weapons. This update will enhance their ability to assist the entire fleet in air defense and make their deployment strategies diversified. This change means that AA ships, and especially in the frigate to destroyer range, are a lot more viable to bring in to your larger fleet, your endgame fleet. You may start thinking, oh, I might start running these Reliats, I might start running the series, etc. in your main fleets, because they're getting basically massive benefits to anti-aircraft support and being able to take down aircraft. This is a big change because at the current moment, the end game really does revolve around having big carrier fleets because they're extremely cost efficient, and the amount of damage they can push out compared to direct damage fleets is pretty much on par with, while also providing the support that they tend to have anti-aircraft and the likes of anti-aircraft fighters. So you may start seeing now more direct damage fleets, the likes of Spears and IOs being in more use in endgame fleets, with frigates as anti-aircraft or destroyers as anti-aircraft support, instead of having to be forced basically into bringing a carrier in your fleet or 2 carriers in your fleet to provide the anti-aircraft screening that your fleet needs. So this is a really, really, really good change. Definitely looking forward to testing this one out. I will be doing some really big heavy testing on this, because this will I'll need to update both the destroyer and the frigates rankings, because if they do actually provide solid anti-aircraft support, they're going to be, you're going to want them in your fleets from then onwards. So this is really, really cool. Other than that, we got some optimized the detailed information on the debuff and buff status of ships in the battle report. This is nice for us guys that are testing. We can make sure these buffs are working and debuffs are working. I can definitely start talking about them more, and you'll see that when I do some ranking updates. Optimize the effects of successful city occupation. Not sure what that involves, but yeah, maybe it might have something to do with, you know, when you take over a city and you get a big banner pop up across the entire screen for everyone that's currently logged in. Might be optimizing the effects of that. 6, adjusted the labels for the limited goods among the development rating rewards and added the corresponding rating labels on the rating criteria screen. Just some fixes there. Optimize the combat effect of weapons. Nice little bonus, because shinier, shooty things is always better. Optimize the UI of the claimed event rewards in the event screen. Optimize the hide UI feature when fleets are en route. Optimize the prompt text for logging onto the server during star system relocation. Added new quests issued by space stations. And optimize the language preference settings for unions. So yeah, lots of nice little changes there. And the rest of it, not so interesting, so I will ignore that for now. And yeah, I'll have a link so you can have a read through. The rest of it are just some adjustments for the star systems, you know, status icons for space cities collecting Trogite crystals to make sure you know which ones are which. And it's that kind of thing. It's nothing really massively gameplay relevant. It's more of a quality of life changes there. So yeah, here we go. Massive updates. We've now got frigates and destroyers that could potentially be great anti-aircraft support. We've got the ability to relocate your tech points later into a server, which is quite nice in case you get something better unlocked and you want to use that instead. You can just pop your tech points over. And we got some bonuses to fighters in general. Fighters, and interceptors having the benefit of not having the weapons knocked out by semi-fighters. And yeah, and prioritizing concentrated fire on ships for anti-air. So we have, again, potentially solid anti-air ships in the game. Hopefully this all works and stuff, because anti-air has been an issue for since the beginning, not working how I think they intended it to work anyway. This all sounds like it's going in the right direction to fix and rectify that issue. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'll have a link down below for you to go read through this. It's also on my Discord server. There's a link down in the Discord server. Definitely come check us out. We've got loads of players now, all chatting and testing, and you can get some information before I even make a video on it in the Discord because of that. So yeah, have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you next time.